Sky is so high, if you don't know how to fly, aim feel easier to make you fly. Sky is so high, if you don't know how to fly, aim feel easier to make you fly. Here we go.
Okay, guys, I think we should start, and the rest of them will join. Okay?
Yes, ma'am.
Everyone switch on the camera. Okay, great. Okay, guys, I do get the names of few of you. Okay? But I have seen few students, they just make slides and send it to me. Alright? You guys supposed to explain what is there in those slides, and please stop doing copy paste from the Google. Okay? You are just taking the stuff from Google and putting it in the slides and sending it to me. It doesn't make any sense to me. I know the difference between when you made the presentation and when you copy paste from the Google. So don't do that. I mean, take the help, but don't just copy paste. Okay, so who all, the students who have just sent me the slides only, they need to make the presentation again. And this time, I don't want copy paste from the Google. Did you get my point? Is that clear, Shilta? So you just send me the slides, but you guys need to explain those slides to me. I'm not going to read all those things. Okay? Can you hear me, Shilka?
Yes, ma'am.
So you send the presentation, but those were the slides. I need your voice at the background where you are explaining what you want to say. I got your presentation, but you need to add your voice to it where you are explaining them.
Ma'am also sent
The way you sent last time, do you remember the last presentation? You sent me the last presentation, that was good. Okay? So exactly like that.
Okay, thank you.
Okay. Okay, Ashwin. I saw your presentation and a huge improvement I can see in that. So very good you did it. I mean, I see the slides, though you also did a little bit of copy paste from Google, but at least you put in effort. And I like the way you are explaining, but the only drawback is I can't hear you properly. Your voice is very low. Okay? So next time when you make the presentation, you need to sound a little more confident when you are talking about something. Okay? Though the way you were explaining, it is good, the presentation is good, but you need to sound a little bit more confident when you are talking about something. That means, that shows that you are very much confident whatever you are talking about. Okay? So this is for everyone. Those who are making the presentation, if you will sound confident, I may skip on few things which you have done wrong. Okay? So confidence is the key. Alright? So very good try, Ashwin. Okay. Trisha is here.
Thank you, ma'am.
Trisha, are you here? Okay, she's not there. Okay, Celsia. I loved your presentation.
Thank you, ma'am.
Exactly what I wanted. It was so crisp and it clearly shows. I mean, it clearly shows that you listened what I was telling you. Okay, and you were listening to those things and you were explaining in your own language. I mean, few things like immigration or something was Googled, but that that is okay. The rest of the things actually very good. You explained it in your way, in simple way, in simple layman language. If you will show that presentation to the person who is not from aviation, he will understand what you are talking about. So it was lovely, and the announcement was lovely. You were sounding confident, and I love the way that you are in the thumbnail, in the video, and you are explaining that the rest of the things. That was lovely. I mean, it was just what I was expecting when I'm talking about the presentation. So really nice. Okay. Rest, I'm sorry guys, I have not seen few of them. Shubham, your presentation I will check after the class. All right. Send no, I have not got yours. Have you sent the presentation?
Just not.
Okay, maybe I'll ask. Maybe I'll log into that email, Gmail, and I'll check. I just checked the presentation which they sent me personally. I will check yours as well, and rest I will give you reviews accordingly. But those who have sent the presentation but explaining just the presentation and the slides, you guys need to work on that and do it. Okay? Is that clear? Veena, have you sent the... Okay, I need to check. I'll see. Parvati, you have sent the presentation?
But I have to send the video, so I will send it with them.
Okay. So those who have not sent it with the video or with the voice at the background, they need to do it again. Shubham, that's fine. Don't worry. I'll log into that email ID right away and I'll check what all is there. So don't worry. Okay. So that's this kind of official email ID. So I have not checked that. I will check that and I will let you know about that. Okay. Okay, guys. Shifana, I can see you there. Could you please switch on your camera? Shifana. Okay, Shifana, have you sent the presentation? Okay, what's the reason?
I was not in your class for the past, I think from Thursday I was not in your class.
I'm sorry?
Ma'am, from Thursday I was not in your class.
Thursday you did not attend the class. That's what you are saying?
Yes, ma'am, Thursday onwards.
Okay. But I guess when I was talking about the presentation, you were there.
No, ma'am.
Okay. So once, if guys, just let me know if you don't attend the class, you just leave it. You don't go to YouTube and check the session.
No.
You know, you guys supposed to do that. Otherwise, you will, skip on those things which I have already talked about. So these sessions are recorded, and if in case you skip any of the session and for any reason you are unable to log in at that particular time, you just need to go to YouTube and look for the same session which you have skipped and listen to it. Are you guys aware about that? You guys only told me that there are sessions on the YouTube and I was not aware about that. So if you were not there in the session, that's not an excuse to me that you were not in the session, so you have not done something, whatever I asked you to do. So that's not the excuse which you will give me next time. You have not attended the class, that's not my problem. I'm sorry to being rude, but that's not my problem. You just go to YouTube and check the session and come back in my next session. I will not hear this thing again that I was not there in the class. Due to any reason, due to maybe you are not well or something, whatever it is, go to YouTube, look for the session and then come to my session, to the live session. Is that clear to everyone? So whenever I am giving you any kind of presentation or anything, I will not hear this excuse that you were not there in this session, so you don't know. Ankita, where is your presentation? Sorry, Anjali. You have sent? Okay, great. So guys, just give me 5 minutes. Let me just open that email, okay? And I'll just check who all have sent me and those who are not sent me. I'll just check. Just bear with me for 5 minutes, okay? Alright guys, there are n number of mails in that account, so I need some time to operate that. So I will do it after the class because I just don't want to waste your time here. Alright? So those who have not sent so far, it's better if you send it today. Okay, because I will check it today and I will let you know. Alright, everybody switch on the cameras please, so that I can take the grooming check. Okay, so tomorrow, Trisha, are you there? Yes, Trisha is there. So Trisha, could you please, you need to do the presentation again because you just sent me the slides. So many of you just sent me the slides. I don't want the slides. I want your voice at the background where you are explaining what you are talking about. I mean, what is there in the slide. Okay, so those who have sent me the slides only, they need to explain what is there in the slide. Alright, so you guys need, those who have sent me like that, do it again. Maybe you can use the same slides but add your voice to it. Okay, I got your Trisha and Sharika, but so far I have seen yours which are just the slides. Okay, you need to add your voice at the back. Alina, have you sent me? Yes, I guess you have sent. You were the first one who sent me, right? Alina Chintan, right? And there is no voice at the background, right?
Yes, ma'am. There's voice at the background.
There is, because I checked you were the one who sent me. Just bear with me. Okay, not you. No, not you, yeah. Maybe I've not seen yours. Avishna is there? Okay, Shifana, listen to me. I am saying I understand that there is some emergency, you could not attend the class. What I am trying to say here is, if you are sitting at home doing nothing, go through the recorded sessions. Okay? Go through the recorded sessions and you will come to know that what's going on in the class. So that you will not feel like an alien whenever you are coming in the class. That what they are talking about because you were not there. So till Friday, I am not sure till Friday I'll be able to entertain you with the presentation or not. Today is Tuesday, right? So Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, you need 4 days to make a presentation. That is too much. I mean, I can't assure you that I will take your presentation on Friday and I will be able to give you a feedback or not. So I'm sorry. Okay. Alright guys, so today what I thought that I will see all the presentations and give you the feedback, but somehow I was not able to see all of them. I saw few of them and I just gave the feedback. So today I want to do something new because actually every day we are doing the same thing, the videos and all. Okay, so do you guys have any idea what should we do? Any inputs, guys? Just don't look at me. Everybody is looking at me as if I'm gonna do some magic here. Okay. Alright. So do you guys want to talk about first date? That is some interesting first aid is not included in this one because, as I told you, different airlines have different procedures. So if we will teach you a particular type of procedures, a particular type of thing, how to operate that thing or how to execute that thing, then you might get confused when you get through the airline and and they will ask you to do something and then you will be like, no. She asked us to do something, so we will do like that only. I'm not gonna pay you at that point of time. They will pay you, so you have to follow them. Okay, so let's talk about first aid. Alright. So these are my notes. Actually, I made these notes when I used to do the training. I was a student like you. So these are very, very nice notes. I'm very good at making notes. So everybody used to ask me, can we borrow your notes before the exam? I used to say no. I am very selfish. Okay. So guys, what do you understand by cardiac arrest? Any idea what cardiac arrest is? Have you ever heard about cardiac arrest? Yes or no?
Yes, ma'am.
What is that? Okay. Okay, first thing, when in aircraft, what kind of emergencies, medical emergencies you can face related to cardiac medical emergencies? There are 3 types of cardiac medical emergencies. Okay, so the first one is angina pectoris. What do we say? Angina pectoris. Do you want me to write it down in the chat box?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. So, cardiac medical emergencies are of 3 types. The first type is angina pectoris. So the first one is angina pectoris. What is angina pectoris? So, do you know what is coronary artery? Too technical, right? I am getting too technical. So you guys have to understand. So our heart has an artery. That artery supplies blood to the heart and from the heart to the different parts of the body. Okay? So that artery is called coronary artery. Listen to me carefully. This is a little technical, so don't just goof up. So, coronary artery is the artery through which blood goes to the heart and from the heart to the different parts of the body. Okay? So, how come angina pectoris takes place? When that artery, the blood flow in that artery blocks. And how the blood flow blocks in that are not having so Narrowing of coronary artery means this is the artery. This is the artery from which the blood is flowing, right? So in case this artery is becoming smaller and smaller and smaller, it's becoming narrow. So the narrowing of coronary artery is called angina pectoris. Is that clear? So the blood flow will be less. So when it is open like this, the blood flow is more. But if it becomes like this, the blood flow is less. That means it becomes narrow. How it will become narrow? Any idea? Any rough idea? Anything? I know you guys have no idea what I'm talking about right now. So just give me any input.
When the body don't get proper oxygen.
When the body?
Don't get proper oxygen.
No. Okay. So, when we eat a lot of fat, right? So that fat what do we call fried food and all those things. So that fat actually gathers around that artery. Okay. So for example, this is the artery, and here the fat has been collected. We call it plaque, but yeah, in layman language I will say fat. Okay, so this is the fat is getting gathered here. So that means the blood flow is, for example, this is the fat. I don't know how to show it to you, it's very difficult. I can't even draw. Okay, just give me a moment. Just be there, okay? Let me show you something. Well, no, actually I have the whiteboard, but I don't have the marker for that. So I'll just draw here, if you guys are able to see. Okay. Okay, so this is the normal artery and blood is flowing. The blood flow is normal here, right? Normally blood is flowing. But like in this one, the fat is getting gathered here, right? So it actually narrows the coronary artery. So now the blood flow will go from here to here only. So here the blood flow was using the whole artery and it was flowing normally. But here, when the fat gathers here, it narrows the artery, so the blood flow will be less. Is that clear?
Yes.
To everyone?
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am.
In short, narrowing of coronary artery is called angina pectoris. So how will you come to know that this is angina pectoris when you are in flight? And there will be few symptoms to that person. You will understand that. How will you understand that this is angina pectoris? If you will saw these symptoms which I will tell you in that particular person. So they said left-sided chest pain. So because it is related to the heart, right? So heart is on the left side. Then the passenger will say, he's feeling pain on the left side in the chest. Okay. If somebody comes to you and say, I am feeling pain on my left side. So, and it's radiating towards neck, jaw and arm. So if I come to you and I say, you know what, I'm feeling some kind of pain in my chest on the left hand side, and then you will ask the person that is it in your shoulder or in your neck or in your arm. Now, if the person says that okay, it's going towards my arm, from my jaw towards the arm, and the whole side is painful, that means it's the angina pectoris. Okay, this is the first symptom. Second symptom is breathlessness, difficulty in breathing. So you guys know that in our blood we have oxygen and glucose, right? So the blood which is flowing in our body, it has two things. The first two essential things. The first is glucose. The first is oxygen and glucose, right? So if the blood is not reaching to the heart properly, that means the oxygen is not reaching to the heart. That means breathlessness. Is that clear? So breathlessness, difficulty in breathing is the second symptom. The third symptom is vomiting, sweating and nausea. So the person could be a possibility that person is puking. The person is puking and sweating profusely and is feeling like very low, or nausea. The third and the fourth and the most important symptom is you will check the pulse. I have showed you how to check the pulse. You guys remember?
That's right.
So this is your wrist. For those who doesn't know, this is your wrist. Okay. So left hand wrist. So with these three fingers, you will see. So you can see, everybody just do it along with me. So this is your wrist. Okay. So just below this line, here with these three fingers, just press. Can you feel the pulse? From the center, go towards the outside a little. This is the center of your wrist. Go upper side of the wrist and put these three fingers here. Just like that. Can you guys feel your pulse?
Yes, ma'am.
So that's how you check the pulse. So in this case, the person is telling you that he is feeling a little breathlessness and he's sweating and he's saying that, you know, there is a pain in my chest on the left hand side and it's going towards the hand and the arm. Okay, and in that case, then you will check the pulse of that passenger. If the pulse is normal or a little bit fast, could be a possibility the pulse will be normal or a little bit fast because the person is not feeling very comfortable. So just remember, if you are coming from outside and you are sitting, you just came from outside and you just sat on a chair, your pulse will be a little faster. That means you have done some activity. If you sat down for 5-10 minutes, then check your pulse, it will be slow. Clear? So because the person is a little uncomfortable, not feeling very well, the pulse could be slightly fast. So that is okay. So what are the symptoms? Just tell me the symptoms of angina pectoris. Quickly.
Left side chest pain. It will be radiating towards leg, toe and arm. Then difficulty in breathing, vomiting, sweating and nauseous feeling. And in that case, you will be checking the pulse.
The pulse. So whenever there is something wrong with someone, just remember one thing. Check the pulse. Okay? anything, person is coming to you with anything, just check the pulse. We really need to monitor the pulse all the time. Okay? So I will tell you what is the difference between the normal pulse, the fast pulse, the irregular pulse, okay? But you guys need to check the pulse. In this case, the pulse will be normal or slightly faster. Okay. So what is the normal rate of rate of pulse here, or pulse rate? How many times your heart beats in a minute is actually a pulse rate. You guys know that, right? So if you can feel the pulse here, that means that many times your heart is beating. Is that clear? Do you guys know this, or yes or no?
That's not.
So it's not like the pulse is here only. Anywhere on your body, for example, on your neck, if you'll check here, just below your air, there is a vein here. If you will press here, again you will see a pulse here. Something is beating. Okay. So similarly, this is pulse. So our pulse rate is actually how they calculate is how many times your heart is beating in a minute. Okay. So any idea what is the normal pulse rate? How will you check the pulse if you don't know? How will you understand that this is normal and this is fast if you don't know what is the normal pulse rate is?
70.
Sorry?
70 per minute. 82.
82?
97.
I one by one, please. Okay, Veena, you tell me.
60 to 80.
Okay, Parvati, what do you say?
80 to 90.
Okay, Celsia,
80 to 90. Within 100.
how much?
Within 100. Like 70 to 100.
Okay, anyone else? Any other input? Okay, so normal heart rate is 60 to 80 beats per minute. So your heart beats between 60 to 80 times in a minute. Okay, so that we consider a normal heartbeat. Fast will be above 80. Is that clear? You guys need to remember this. This is actually a general knowledge. You guys should know that what is the normal pulse rate and what is the fast pulse rate. If you don't know that, then you can hold this for like 10 years and you will not understand that what you are looking for. Okay? So you will check the pulse rate. If the pulse rate is more than 80, that means it's fast, or if it is between 60 to 80, it's normal. Is that clear? Okay. So this was angina pectoris. That's how you will understand that, okay, whatever the person is saying, that means it's angina pectoris, and you will give the treatment accordingly. I will tell you what the treatment is. The second cardiac medical emergency is heart attack. Do you want me to write that also, or you know how to? Okay. So second one is heart attack. So what do you understand by heart attack? That's a very common thing which you guys must have heard every now and then. Quickly.
A sudden block in the artery.
Very good, Veena. I mean, good try. What else? Okay, so I have showed you the coronary artery, right? So, when there is a fat and it narrows the coronary artery, it's called angina pectoris. When the fat just block the blood flow, is a complete blockage of the coronary artery. When the blood cannot go from here to the heart, it's called heart attack. Make sense? Is that clear? So, what is the difference between angina pectoris and heart attack? Quickly. Guys, quickly, I'm asking you a question. I just explained you what is angina pectoris and what is heart attack. I don't want dumb faces in front of me. If you don't understand anything, just ask me again. Who will explain what the difference between angina pectoris and heart attack?
From angina pectoris, it is because of narrowing of artery.
Coronary artery is the name of the artery.
Yeah, coronary artery.
Arteries in our body.
Yeah, because of fat, and heart attack is the full blockage of coronary artery.
Exactly, it's so simple. Angina pectoris is narrowing the coronary artery and heart attack is complete blockage of the coronary artery. It's not difficult, guys. I don't know why you just look at me when I ask you something. You better start answering me. Okay, now what are the symptoms in heart attack? How will you get to know that this is heart attack? The same left-sided chest pain radiating towards the arms. Second is breathlessness. Third is nausea, vomiting and sweating. But in this case, the pulse will be irregular. What do you understand by irregular pulse?
No specific heart rate.
Okay. So do you understand the beats, the pulse? It's like, okay, I'll show you here. Okay. So that's how a normal heart, you must have seen it in the movies and videos. There is a screen, there is a monitor next to the patient and it just shows you the lines like this. That means that is a one proper beat. The another beat, 3, 4, 5. That's a regular pulse rate when you see it on a machine or a monitor. Okay, that is a regular one. That means the heart is beating like tuck, tuck, tuck on a proper, that's a proper beat. The irregular one is, so this is the irregular one. That means it's beating, but then it just skip the beat. Again it's beating, but it just skip the beat.
Let me take it.
Sorry?
It's not visible.
Is it not visible?
Yeah, now it's visible.
So this is the normal heart rate, regular pulse. This is irregular pulse. Is that clear? So even if you are checking the pulse of that passenger, you will see it is beating, but somehow you just lost the pulse in between. It's not regular. Did you understand the difference between a regular and an irregular pulse rate?
Yes, ma'am.
So while checking, how will you recognize it's regular or irregular? So that means it will beat one time and then there is a gap. it will not beat for another 2-3 seconds. It will beat again it will not beat for 2-3 seconds. So that means irregular. Now if you will check, it is beating regularly. After every not second, after every within microseconds, you will see that there is a movement inside your body. The blood is flowing. But when you will feel a beat, and then there is a gap, and then again you will feel, that means it's irregular. Is that clear to everyone?
Yes.
So this is the main difference, and irregular pulse is only and only happens in case of heart attack. Majorly in case of heart attack. So it's not like only for the passenger. In your day-to-day life, start applying things. I mean, God forbid nobody will get a heart attack near you, but just in case, you should know how to check the pulse rate. Yeah. So the major difference between angina pectoris and heart attack is irregular pulse rate. In angina pectoris, that means that the initial stage of heart attack, where the pulse is fine, but the person is feeling the same pain. Okay, but when the pulse start getting irregular, that means now he is in a stage of heart attack. Did you understood what I'm saying?
Yes, sir.
Okay. So in that case, what can you do? How will you treat the person? You understood that, okay, this is heart attack.
We can give, yeah,
I'm sorry?
CPR.
We give CPR to unconscious passenger, sorry. The person is standing in front of you. You will not ask him to lie down, I want to give you CPR. Okay? So we give CPR to unconscious people only. We don't give CPR to conscious people. Now, right now, you can give some medicine to the passenger where he can, he can eat the medicine. We give CPR when the person is unconscious and unable to eat or drink anything. Okay?
Okay.
So in this case, see, when whether it's a heart attack, so you can't ask the passenger to lie down and I will open your coronary artery, right? You are not able to do that. So what you can do is, first thing you will ask that passenger to lie down. It's called rest. Give the passenger rest. If the passenger is standing or sitting, ask the passenger to lie down on the 3 seats. You can request the other 2 passengers to sit somewhere else or to stand for some time so that this person will lie down. So if the person is lie down position, or relax him a little bit. If the person is standing, anyways he is not getting the blood, he is getting the blood to the heart. That means there are more chances the blood is flowing to the lower part of the body. If he will lie down, the blood will equally spread in all parts of the body. So majorly, the first thing we ask the passenger to lie down. Okay. Second thing, we give him oxygen. We start administering him oxygen. Third thing, we do have in most of the airlines, actually they keep Sorbitrate. That's the name of the medicine. I'll just write it down. Wait. Sorbitrate or Corin. the name of the medicine Sorbitrate or Ecostrin? So we give Sorbitrate sublingually. Do you understand the meaning of sublingually?
Yes.
What does that mean, Shifan?
We give that tablet can be placed under a tongue.
Right, exactly. So when a tablet has been given to the person and ask that person to keep it under the tongue, why do we give this sublingually? Any idea?
That will like get to the body fastly.
How?
That digested to the body directly. It's better than eating.
But why it is better than? There could be a reason. Okay, I'll tell you. So if you guys have ever seen in the mirror under your tongue, if you put your tongue above, you can see there are different veins under your tongue. So if you have not seen, after the class, just go in front of a mirror and see that. So there are different kinds of veins under your tongue. Okay, veins or some blood arteries or something like that. So if you will give it sublingually, it directly goes to the veins, or it will act more efficiently or more quickly than swallowing it, and then it will get dissolved in your body and then it will act. So any medicine which you want to take, which you want a very quick result from that, you will give it sublingually. Most of the medicines are very bitter, so you don't take it sublingually, you just swallow it. But Sorbitrate, the passenger need to survive, or any person who is suffering from heart attack need to survive. So he doesn't have much time. So that's why we give it sublingually, so that it will act very quickly. So now these medicines, Sorbitrate I'm talking about, we give Sorbitrate sublingually, not the Ecostrin. Right now I'm talking about Sorbitrate only. So we give Sorbitrate, for example, you gave one Sorbitrate to a passenger and he's still feeling the same pain. Nothing is happening. Now what? Any idea? Any idea? Give any stupid answer. I mean anything. Think about it. If the person is not serving, he's still asking you for the pain. You are in the aircraft. You gave him Sorbitrate. Now still he's saying no. I am still feeling the pain. What will you do? You'll say no. I have given you the medicine. I don't know what to do next. You can't say it like that. Just think about it. You don't know what to do.
Give them water.
If you are in that situation, what will you do? Sorry, Celsia.
Give them water and try to calm them, maybe.
Not bad, right? Okay. Yeah, in any case, if you don't understand anything and if you don't know what to do, the best thing is just start consoling the person by saying, you will be fine. Don't worry. Everything will be fine. That's what you do. That's what your job is. Even if there is an air crash and captain is saying that there is an emergency, we are going to crash, you can just come to the cabin and say, oh my God, we are going to crash today. You still smile and say, everything will be fine, everything will be fine. That's your job. Even if you are scared inside. You can't show that to the other person. Similarly, if you know that the person is going to die, there is no other chance he will survive. Still you will say the passenger that, you know what, you will be fine. Everything will be fine. I have informed the captain. He is going to land very soon. Okay? So, we gave him Sorbitrate and he's still complaining that he's still feeling the pain, but he is conscious. Then, after 15 minutes, give him one more Sorbitrate. Is that clear? But keep the time span of 15 minutes minimum. Or for any other medicine, if you have given one painkiller to someone, if he's feeling some pain or something like that, you wait for some time because it will take some time to react to your body. So you give 15 minutes to the person, and after 15 minutes, if he's still complaining of that pain, give him the Sorbitrate. So you need to calculate the time. Whenever you are giving the Sorbitrate, just look at your watch and see what time it is. And if he's asked for one more, give him after 15 minutes. What Ecosprin or Sorbitrate does actually, it just not thicken actually. What is the opposite of thick? Mine is so bad. Thin. Yeah, right. So it actually thins your blood so that the blood can flow through the artery.
Sky is so high, don't know how to fly. Anything is here to make you fly. I'm gonna fly one day, sure I'm gonna fly one day, and it's gonna feel so right someday. I'm gonna fly one day, sure I'm gonna fly one day, I'm gonna spread my wings someday. Oh, oh. Fly away with a friend today. Fly away, oh. Fly away with a friend today. Fly away, oh. Fly away with a friend today. Fly away, set your standards high, here we go. Hold your heads high, here we go. Here we go. Sky is so high, here we go. Don't know how to fly, here we go. Anything is here to make you fly. I'm gonna fly one day, sure I'm gonna fly one day, and it's gonna feel so right someday. I'm gonna fly one day, sure I'm gonna fly one day, I'm gonna spread my wings someday. Oh, oh. Fly away with a friend today. Fly away, oh. Fly away with a friend today. Fly away, oh. Fly away with a friend today. Fly away, rise above the sky, here we go. Set your standards high, here we go. Hold your heads high, here we go. Here we go. Sky is so high, here we go. Don't know how to fly, here we go. Anything is here to make